Hello there, YouTube. Oh, today's 5x5. It's probably going to come to you a little bit early. And it's going to be a little bit rambly, I think, probably, because in a few moments we're going to go out and have a look at a new place in, see what that's like. See if we can finally escape this stifling heat and extreme smallness of this apartment. Whether or not we'll be able to, I don't know. We've been arguing sort of left, right and centre about these ridiculous estate agents' fees, which drive me absolutely insane, I think this one wants, on top of the money and the deposit, all of which we're offering to pay 6 months in advance. So the entire 6 months tenancy, the first, that you have to sign to start with, usually, is usually a 6 month short hold tenancy. So we're offering to pay all that in advance and the deposit, which is several thousands of pounds. But, not good enough now. So now this place, I think they charge, I think it's £300, £300 just to apply for the first applicant. And I think £100, £120 or something like that for each additional applicant. And then, there's an exit fee for doing inventory and things like that when you leave, which you have to pay when you get there. And, this whole list, it's just absolutely insane, particularly because I was kind of under the impression that the government had clamped down on these fees. But if anything, in the last 3.5 years since we came in here, they've got much, much worse. Because, the fees were it seems to me, were a lot smaller when we came in here. The fees that people were asking for were a lot smaller when we came into this apartment. What everyone was asking for was a lot smaller, a lot less in terms of money. But not only that, only a few of them were charging these ridiculous fees. Now it seems like every estate agent is doing that. Can you prove your income is over this per year and do a credit check and we not see your bank statements and stuff like that and prove that you can afford this? And I want to go, if I could do all the things that you are asking for with no problem at all, I'd have a mortgage, wouldn't I? I would own my own home if I could do that. I wouldn't be renting. If you start doing things like that over and over again, surely you must see that eventually people are just going to stop renting properties altogether. Because, if they can hit all the marks you're now wanting them to hit, they'll just get a mortgage and get a home of their own. But, I don't know. It's absolutely insane. Whether or not we'll like the place, I don't know. It's in a perfect location because it's not that far from... It's about half an hour from Nottingham and about 15 minutes from Mansfield. So, it's 15 minutes to go and do, any shopping or anything like that we want to do at a smallish town that's relatively close. But if we want to go to one of the United Kingdom's largest cities, it's only 25 minutes drive from where we're going to be. Thereabouts, 25 minutes, half an hour-ish. So, but whether it'll be any good, I don't know. I was going to take the camera with me, actually, and do this sort of on the fly, but then I don't know what time we're going to get back here, so, then uploading 5x5 is going to be a little bit difficult, so we'll see. Estate agents and letting agents, they're one of those demographics that kind of gets under my skin. It's one of those professions that really gets under my skin, and I'm sure a lot of them are actually really nice people, but it's, being a bit old school about this and being raised to love language by my parents is it's a little bit difficult to watch every single estate agent that you go on their website. They say this property comprises of, and it gets right under my skin, and it shouldn't, because it's a tiny, stupid little thing. It shouldn't really get under my skin to that extent, but it drives me insane. The property comprises these various things, not comprises of. I don't know where they've got that from, but it is most certainly incorrect to say the property comprises of. So, and you would think, since these are the people that use this phrase more often, it's not a phrase you hear in everyday life, usually, not very often anyway, but they always use it. So you would think that letting agents and estate agents having to use this all the time would be the one profession that would actually know how to use that expression, that would actually know how it's written. But no, apparently not.